Good morning, everybody. It is Charlie, and welcome back to another installment of Bite-Size Leeds on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. That's right, all the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. Make sure you're grabbing a cup of tea, a coffee, a beer, a vodka, wherever you are in this fine world. Just before we get into it, make sure you're smashing that like button. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new and hit that notification bell. And of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions into the comment section down below. Just want to say a big thank you as well to everybody who's tuned in to the last few Bite-Size Leeds episodes. It seems to have gone down a treat with you all. The views have picked up and life is good because, no, guys, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. It looks like Leeds United are signing a player. Yes, that is right. That is right. Leeds United are going to sign a player. Fabrizio Romano last night. I'm just getting the tweet up on my phone just to remind myself. Leeds United have agreed a deal to sign Lars Ramazani from Almeria. Here we go. Fee will be 11.7 million euros. Total package, add-ons included, 15% sell-on clause. Medical tests booked. Now, yeah, honestly, I didn't know what to do with myself last night. Really didn't. I was lost for words. You know, the third kit had been kind of teased as well, which is obviously out now. So make sure that you go and buy that. I think it's quite a nice kit. I quite like the design on it. I will be getting it at some point, absolutely. But that had just been teased. People were writing in the comments, sign some effing players, blah 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 blah, and then literally about half hour later, something like that, Fabrizio drops that tweet and everybody is happy. Now, again, we've got to remain a little bit reserved as we were, or tried to be anyway, on the white wall last night because, you know, he hasn't signed on the dotted line yet. But it does seem like this one's happening. You know, all the detectives out there have been having a look at private jets going from Leeds over to Almeria, blah, 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 blah. But obviously it does make sense now that it is going to happen now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am going to be open and transparent. Did I know anything about this guy before the name got leaked? No. I've had a look at a few clips on YouTube, a few clips on Twitter. And yeah, he does look like a really good, promising young talent. He really does, you know. Some decent stats as well for his age. He's 23 years old, you know, and an attacking player, a winger, and is, I think, going to be pitched as the Crescencio Somerville replacement. Now, again, he'll have big shoes to fill, and I'm not expecting him to hit the ground running straight away. It's going to take time for him to be bedded in once he's signed. I'm assuming, you know, that he won't be signed in time to play Sheff Wednesday, but that's fine. At least we know things are happening now in the final days of the window, which is good to see. But yeah, absolutely buzzing that things do start to be moving now. You know, things are gathering pace. And, you know, like it said on that tweet from Fabrizio Romano, the medical tests are booked. So hopefully he'll sign. It could be today or even tomorrow. But yeah, it's definitely one to keep an eye out, guys. Like I say, good things are happening, believe me. Another thing that I wanted to touch upon, obviously, Daniel Farke did his press conference yesterday ahead of the Sheff Wednesday game. And this topic doesn't really seem right now to be speaking about. As I've just said there, it does look like we're signing somebody, but he was touching upon the fact that he had mentioned to the board in January that Leeds United should look at getting or at least prepare for the exit of Jorginho Rutter. And obviously it looks like they haven't. I know we're signing this player from Almeria that I've just been speaking about there, but he's not going to be a Rutter replacement, is he? He's a winger. So we need that creative number 10 to still come in, and hopefully that, you know, happens. But I was just wondering, you know, has Daniel Farke been thrown under the bus a little bit here? I do think he's been dealt a very bad hand in his tenure at Leeds United. You know, he was brought in last summer when everything was going on. The ownership was announced late. He was announced late. Signings didn't come in until the very end of the window, like we're about to see now. And I don't know. I think, yeah, on the pitch, tactically, formations, personnel, whatever, he he can be criticised. But I think the mess that he walked into last summer, the mess that we've seen so far this summer, that's not all his fault. And yeah, the style of football isn't ideal at the minute, but is he just trying to get the best out of the group of players that he's been dealt with? Hopefully these players that are coming in are players that he has recommended, and it's not a scouting team that have scouted them. I would like to think that if Farke signed off on a player, it's because he wants them and that he's chosen them, or at least had a look at them. But yeah, I think that was just an interesting point to raise this morning, guys, because I think Farke's getting a lot of pelters at the minute in terms of everything that's going on the pitch, which I can agree that he can definitely be criticised for that 100%. But the transfers and the exit clauses and all that nonsense, that's not his fault. And I do feel sorry for him in that regard. So, hopefully with the signing of Lars Ramazani, hopefully other signings start to happen. Dejan Lubicic, for example, he's a name that apparently really wants to come to Leeds. Let's go out and get that done. But another player that has been linked with Leeds United today is the Hungarian international by the name of Roland Sallai. Yes, I did just have to look at the name again because I was trying to remember how to pronounce it. Roland Sallai. Yeah, I mean, again, an attacking midfielder who can also play as a winger. So, like Farke said, he wants attacking options. He wants a midfielder. He said he wants a fullback as well, but there's, like I said yesterday morning, there isn't really a lot of talk about a fullback at the minute, which I'm kind of okay with. If we're going to get 3 players in, I'd rather it be the midfielder and the 2 attacking options. But again, I've had a look at some clips of this lad. Again, looks really talented. However, he looks a bit too talented. I think he's a player that could definitely suit the Premier League. So if we'd managed to get this one over the line, that would be an amazing deal to get done. Him. You've got Lars Ramazani now to add to the mix. You've got Nonto. You've got Dan James. Hopefully, all them can have an impact on this team. Could that spell the end of Joel Perreault in the 10 role? Hopefully it does. I pray it does. Nothing against Perreault, but I think if he's going to come on in games, he needs to be playing up front rather than in that 10 role. He's not creative enough. This lad looks like he's creative enough. You've got Lars Ramazani, who looks creative enough. So get Joel Perreault out of the 10 if we sign this lad, or any attacking midfielder, please, Mr. Farke. We've been linked with the scum midfielder as well, Hannibal. And I'll be honest, guys, when I saw this, I had a little chuckle to myself because I don't want him. From what I've seen, he doesn't look that great. Just because he plays for Man United doesn't mean that he's a great player, let's be honest. That's one that I wouldn't agree with, in all honesty. I saw a brief link to Tariq Lamptey at Brighton. That would be unbelievable as a fullback signing. But again, he's not going to drop down to the Championship, in my opinion. But other than that, guys, that is the latest. But the main takeaway from this morning's video, keep your eye out for Lars Ramazani's announcement. The medical tests are booked. Could be today. We could hear something by close of play today. Hopefully we do. But keep your eye on it. Again, might not be signed in time for the Sheff Wednesday game, but whatever happens there, at least we know that signings are starting to come, which is a positive, and it's more that can be said for the last few weeks since Jayden Bogle's arrival. So yeah, absolutely buzzing that things are starting to happen, guys. Hit me up in the comments section down below with how you're feeling about the potential signing of Lars Ramazani. Make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're commenting, make sure you're subscribing, hitting the notification bell. Go and check out the podcast that we did last night on the White Wall. It was really good talk over there as always. And I will be live on the channel tonight as well, on my channel, this channel, at 8 o'clock, where I'll be getting a few of the White Wall boys on to preview the Sheff Wednesday game. So make sure that you tune into that. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I will see you in a bit. Cheers.